Hello, welcome to New Torch University. Hope you're having a wonderful, lovely day. Now, we're going to get straight into it. As a man, as a person, but especially as a man, and my channel, I don't give gendered advice, but I speak from a man perspective, so most of my audience is men. So, as a man, you need to have goals, purpose, principles, and all that good stuff in your life. Because if you don't, you're going to live a life of chaos, a life of destruction. You're going to be unfulfilled. You're going to be walked all over. It's going to get terrible. And a lot of times, the world is going to tear you down for having these standards, having these principles in your life. Because, it's not what you're supposed to do. But a lot of what the world said you're supposed to do is actually really bad for you. Like, you're supposed to stay in on all the weekends. You're supposed to go out to the bars every night. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. But these things that you're supposed to be doing, that the world says you are supposed to be doing, are actually very harmful for you. So you have to know what is good for you. You have to know what kind of people are good for your life. You have to know all these good things. So, I'm going to sit down, get real personal with you. I'm gonna make this personal. I want to really make sure you feel this. But before I do, let me get a sip of my drink here. Now, by purpose, principles, and all these words, that we hear out there, we want to hear... We hear them, but I want you to really understand what these mean. I want you to really know what I mean by this. By your purpose, your principles, your goals, I mean this as in your purpose in life. This is a very deep topic, so it might take you a while to understand it fully. It might take you a while to figure it out if you haven't already. It might take you a while. And that's understandable. Take your time. You don't got to rush through life. Life is not a sprint. It is a marathon. But your purpose would be, do you feel is your calling? What do you feel pulled to do? What do you feel is you gravitate towards? And I made videos on this before, so you could go through my page and find them. But what I mean is, let's say your thing, like maybe your purpose in life, you feel like, this is my life's mission, is to be the best father I can, or to be the best in my career, to be the best doctor. I want to cure brain surgery. This is my life's calling. I want to cure brain cancer and do all that good stuff. This is my life's calling, to help people. And when you when you take that surface layer of being a good father and you break it down, it goes into being a good role model, being a good leader, being supportive, being hardworking, being dedicated. Those are things that a good father has. So, being a good father is a layer of the principle, but it goes deeper than that. You start getting into the core. It's to be a good leader. It's to be someone that people can rely upon. It's to be a good provider, a protector. These are the breakdowns. But the surface layer of being a good father, it would hold all of them together. Now, why is this important to know? It's important to know this because if you don't, you're going to have no direction. You're not going to know what it is that is good for you. What is the direction you want for your life? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to take things? Like, if you're in a car and you're driving, yes, you're moving. But no matter how fast you move or which way you go, you're not going to get anywhere near as close to your goal as the person who is walking, but they know exactly where to go. The person walking, they have a map, they have Google Maps, they have a plan, they know where to turn, they know all these things. But life is full of twists and turns, so we can't always predict everything. But what we can do is have a general idea of where to go. Like, if I wanted to be a good doctor, like I want to do brain surgery, okay, what's the plan? I have to do kindergarten, middle school, high school. I have to get into a college. I have to choose a medical major. I have to go to medical school. I have to do residency. I have to work on a patient. I then get the end goal of brain surgery. That is the general plan. That's the outline. So look at your life and go, okay, what is a goal that I want to have? Like, what is a goal I want to achieve? It could be as small of a goal as brushing my teeth. It could be as big of a goal as raising a family. You take that big goal and you break it down into its parts, such as, okay, to brush my teeth, I have to get out of bed. Then I have to open my door. Then I have to walk. I have to get my toothbrush. I have to turn on the sink. I have to get the toothpaste. I have to put it on there. I have to take it up to my office. I have to move it around. These are the steps of brushing your teeth. To raise a family, okay, I have to be attractive enough to another person for them to want to have a child with me. Then I have to have the child. Then I have to raise the child. And all these things can be broken into smaller parts. Now, looping this back to my original point of why this is so important, if you don't know the steps for the goal that you have, then you're not going to know how to achieve it. So, let's say you have your goal. You have your goal now. So you have the mission. So then after you have your mission, after that you're going to have the steps you take on how to achieve it. Then after you have the steps you take on how to achieve it, then you have action plan. Okay, here's what I need to do. Now, I need to do it. How am I going to go about doing it? I have to stand up. I have to walk. I have to open the door. I have to get the water. I have to get the toothpaste. Now, I have to do these things. Now, I go and do the things. And when you're living your life, if you first don't know what it is you want to do, then you're not going to know how to do it. Then you're not going to do it because you don't even know what it is you want or need to do. And once you have these things figured out, that's when you can start to implement them. Such as, I want to learn more, okay? I have to go get a book. So I buy the book. Now I have to read the book. I read the book. I finish the book. I buy a new book. I read that book. And this is the process. So it's a never-ending process to grow. The process of growth, the process of evolution, the process of becoming your best and most strong and powerful self on the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the intellectual, and all these other layers is a never-ending process. To say, I want to become better. What is better? Better than I was yesterday. Okay, so now it's tomorrow. Are you better? Yeah, I'm better. But, are you better than you were yesterday? No, I'm the same as I was yesterday. So, you're not getting better anymore. You're failing the goal. So, things like becoming your best self, working on your purpose, grinding in the gym, becoming all these good things, it's a never-ending process. You just level up and level up and level up. And at a certain point, you start to love the journey itself. You start to love the journey. And when you love the journey, you can move forward in your life. Because life is about evolution. Life is about growth. We have children so that our children become better than us. We have these goals and these ambitions and these ideas so that we can become better than our previous self. We go to first grade, then we go to second grade, we go to third grade, and so on and so on. So in school, we go level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5. So in life, we should be going 10 years old, 12 years old, 14 years old, etc., etc. So, logically speaking, we should be going, I was smart yesterday. I'm going to become even smarter today. I was strong yesterday. I become even stronger today. I was a good cook yesterday. I become an even better cook today. I was a good father yesterday. I become a great father today. And logically, we just keep evolving and growing. But life is not always so linear. Life is not always just like that. Life can be like this, it could go like this. It's going like, flat. It's like little bumps here and there, and they just boom. Or, it could be going whoa, 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 left, right, up, down, square, A, B. So, learn to love the process. And when you love the process and you know where it is you want to go, you know your mission, you know the direction you want to go, you have plans, you have steps, you have an idea, you have action. That is when you, as a man, as a person, as a woman, whoever is listening to this, is able to take your life in your own hands and take it where you want to take it. Yes, outside scenarios happen. Like, if both my legs got cut off, I'm not going to become an Olympic sprinter. Okay. If I was blind, I'm not going to become an eye doctor. If I was deaf, I would not be able to do certain things. Like, I don't know, maybe be a musician. I mean, Beethoven was deaf like later in his life, but that's beside the point. The point is, what you are capable of is your decision. What you want to do in your life is your decision. Where you want to go, the things you want to do, the people you want to be around, your decision. It is up to you to know what it is you want to do. It's up to you to make the plan. It's up to you to implement the plan. It's up to you to stick to the plan. It's up to you to adapt the plan to new circumstances. Like, if my goal is to run 100 miles, okay, I run 5 miles, but then I get really tired. I'm sweating. I'm like hot. I'm like about to pass out. Okay, now the plan is I need to get some water. I'm still sticking to my original plan, but I'm adjusting for things like, okay, I need to get water. I need to take breaks. I need to make sure that my legs don't like tear apart. I need to adjust the plan. And as life goes on, there's things that come up where we need to adjust the plan. So that is why it is so important. If you have no plan, if you have no direction, if you have no goals, you will not be able to take your life in your own hands. And what I want is for you to have that ability. I want you to be able to take your life in your hands and control what is within your control. Outside circumstances, you can't control that. Like the weather. Somebody cutting you off in traffic. What's some other stuff? Yeah, the weather, somebody cutting you off in traffic, the actions of another person. You cannot control these things. You can control yourself. And by controlling yourself, you get yourself to do what you know you need to do. And that is what I want you to take away from this video. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful day. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about my videos. And have a blessed one. Bye-bye.